Hey folks, welcome back to the Leeds Gamer. Tartan Geo, who is a Scottish fella who supports West Ham United, he's used this football match score calculator to calculate the final results of the final 4 weeks of the season in the Premier League. And he left the description in the link below, so I thought I'd have a go at it. Why not? Before we get into it, do please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, please like and hype the video, and also hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content. So, I believe there is one fixture that hasn't been played yet, which is Manchester City versus Crystal Palace. Who cares? 2-1. So calculate that. So does that put everyone on 34 then? It does. Right. Okay, so as you've just seen there, with 4 games to go, if Man City do win their game in hand against Crystal Palace, then it puts Manchester City top of the league on goals scored. Jesus. Yeah, goals scored. Couldn't be any closer at top there, could it? And I think up to that point it would be relatively realistic. So as things stand then, if we put that that particular match in there, then ultimately you have got Manchester City top on goal scored. Then you've got Arsenal. Then you've got Manure. Then you've got Liverpool. And then you've got Aston Villa, Brighton, and Bournemouth kind of hogging the other European spots. So from what I can gather, I think it's 5 Champions League places, 1 Europa League place, and 1 Conference League place. I could be wrong on that. I'm not sure. But if you look at it, you've got Chelsea who are out of it at the moment. If they don't get Europe, that really knackers them up financially. From a Leeds point of view, we are in a decent position, but we're not fully safe yet. With 4 games to go, we're on 40 points. We are only 6 points ahead of 18th. And with there being 12 points available, that doesn't fill me with a huge amount of confidence. But it would require us to lose our 4 remaining games, which I don't think we're going to do, quite frankly. I think we've got a nice run of games remaining. This will be reflected in the scores that I put in. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, right. I hadn't seen this bit, actually. So, yeah. So in terms of the colour coding up top, Champions League, Europa League and Conference League, and then the relegation zone at the bottom. Right, perfect. Okay, cool. So this table has been pre-filled in up to the 34th game. As I said, the only one that has been just a prediction so far is that Manchester City Crystal Palace game, which I don't, I think Man City will win it. I think they'll edge it. I don't think it'll be an absolute mauling or anything like that. So, without further ado, let's go to the final week. So you can see there, these are the results that happened not so long ago. Leeds, they were able to get a very late equaliser against Bournemouth. So returning the favour, considering that Bournemouth did the exact same thing to us in the reverse fixture. Giving Leeds a solid 2-2 draw. That loss for Chelsea is quite damning on their part. That's what's taken them out of the European places at this moment in time. Man City could only scrape a 1-0 against Burnley, but it was enough to confirm Burnley's relegation from the Premier League. And Tottenham got their first win of the calendar year. Again, only scraping a 1-0 victory against already relegated Wolves, who were relegated like a match earlier than that. In terms of officially, at least, anyway. Arsenal kept up the pressure at the top there, beating Newcastle 1-0. And West Ham did the chances a load of good by beating Everton as well, in terms of avoiding relegation. So it really did tighten things up, both at the bottom and at the top of the league. So, let's get into it then. Match week 35, and it starts this Friday under the lights at Ellen Road. Way better to start this prediction. I think it'll be similar to the Wolves game, but Burnley will play with a bit more freedom now that they know their status. Some players will be playing better now for the final 4 games so that they can get a contract with another Premier League club. Others that are wanting to stay loyal to Burnley and help them get back up are going to be playing for their future contracts at Burnley themselves. And then you'll have the other part of the squad that don't care. So with it being such a mixed bag at Burnley, and with Leeds close to survival now, I think it'll be a fairly similar performance to what we put in against Wolves. I'm going to say 3-1 to Leeds. I don't think that's a totally unrealistic result, quite frankly. Brentford versus West Ham. I'll go a 1-1 draw on that one. Newcastle versus Brighton. You see, in any other season, I would have said Newcastle win this one, but Newcastle have been dreadful recently. I'm going to say 2-1 Brighton. Newcastle's form, they're so bad at the moment. It's weird. Wolves have been dreadful recently. Now, Sunderland's away form is not great. So I'll just say 1-0 on the basis of that. Arsenal, I mean, they're just going to be doing everything they can to stay up at the top as best they can. London derby though, let's go 1-0. Bournemouth Palace. Palace have kind of flatlined almost. They've kind of levelled out. They know they're not getting relegated. They know they're probably not going to get Europe, I think, at a guess. And Bournemouth could still get into Europe. Let's go 2-1 Bournemouth. Manure Liverpool draw. Let's say I don't like the look of this match at all. Sod it, 0-0. I can't stand either team. I think Tottenham get back to losing ways, but Villa are on a bit of a downward slide, so let's just say 1-0 Villa. Chelsea Forest, I mean, Chelsea looked a lot better under McFarlane. Like, they weren't amazing, but they looked better under McFarlane than they did under Rosenia. Forest, they're still fighting to stay up. I think on another day Leeds could have at least drawn, if not beaten Chelsea. I'll say 1-1. Because again, that was a cup match as well, so you've got a different mentality in a cup to what you have in a league. Everton Man City. Everton haven't been amazing at the new stadium Mill Dickinson, have they? So we'll go 2-1 City, I think. Right, that's the bottom of the list there. I won't reveal too much of the table until just... Oh, no, I won't reveal the table at all. It's only 4 weeks, isn't it? Right, okay. Liverpool, Chelsea... I think at Anfield they probably win, don't they? Sunderland, Manure. Sunderland at home have been a different prospect. But again, their form's been a bit indifferent. Let's say a draw. Brighton at home, 2-0. Fulham versus Bournemouth. I'll go draw on that one. I'm going to go ball draw. I'm going to go... go 0-0. City Brentford 1-0. Palace Everton. That's got a bit of a 1-1 written on it, hasn't it? I think really. Burnley Villa, Battle of the Claret and Blues. As I think Villa are going to want to cement their European place, aren't they? So, Forest Newcastle. I could see Forest winning that one. Newcastle are just they're fudge at the minute. They really are. Not by much. So let's say 1-0. West Ham Arsenal. It's London Derby. Now, there's a lot of West Ham fans feeling quite confident. A lot of the West Ham YouTubers seem very confident that West Ham can actually do something against Arsenal here. I don't see it, but I don't know. That's a difficult one. And then Spuds Leeds. I think Leeds win. I really do. I'd like Tottenham. Leeds are going to be better than Wolves, aren't they? So yeah, I think Leeds will get a win there. I really do. Right. Okay. Next, what we got? Aston Villa against Liverpool. What we got? We've got two teams vying for Europe. Villa Park should be half decent. I don't know. Let's go. It should be close, but gotta go 1-1. I don't know. Manure Forest. I hate giving Manure wins. Brentford Palace. Again, it's got another low-scoring game there, isn't it? Really. Everton versus. Oh God, that's another bore. Ironically, I've got before doing this, I've got Leeds to draw against Brighton because we are at Ellen Road. Sorry, it's going to be another 1-1. Fulham. Oh, they should just beat Wolves, shouldn't they? Newcastle West Ham. Ooh. Sure. I mean, I don't want to put it that Newcastle are going to lose every single game between now and the end of the season. The squad's good enough to not lose every remaining game. And West Ham's got a couple of players that, in Bowen and Somerville that are quite effective. Draw. Arsenal should beat Burnley. I think Man City beat Bournemouth. London Derby, Chelsea versus Tottenham. Cheatsy versus Spuds. Draw. Bit of an uneventful, low-scoring week, that one for me. I'm not seeing a lot. Wow, that's actually put Arsenal back ahead of City again. I don't actually know how that happened, but all about the goals, I guess. Right, final game week. Here we go. Right, I'm going to put final week. I'm going to put some adventurous scores in here. Let's really get things pumping. Right, Sunderland at home against Chelsea. Let's go for a 2-2. I'm gonna chuck a load of goals in here. Right, you know what, Brighton, do me a bloody favour and wallop these buggers, will you? Let's go 3-2. Screw it. Palace versus Arsenal. You know what? London derby. We'll give that a 2-2 and all. Why not? Let's get some goals in here. Battle of the basement battle. This match could determine as to who finishes 19th and who finishes 20th. You know. Ooh. Now, I had a little look at the squads of both Burnley and Wolves. And I had a look at how many players both teams had that I think Leeds could maybe have a little look at. And I actually think that Wolves' squad is better than Burnley's. There was about 3 Wolves players and 2 Burnley players that I thought might be okay as squad players at Leeds. So, you know what? I'm gonna... Is it too obvious? Is it too obvious? Because Wolves recently have been absolute shite. They've been absolutely dreadful. You know what? Let's go for something bonkers. Let's go for a 3-3. I was going to give Wolves the win, but they've been dreadful. They really have. So I don't know where Wolves are going to get 3 goals from. It's a different prospect going against a team that's literally just one place above you. Fulham Newcastle. I'm going to go 3-2 Fulham. So Newcastle just dreadful at the moment. Liverpool Brentford. I'm going to go for an high scoring one here. 4-2. Man City Villa. Villa are on a downturn at the moment. They're really they're only hanging on by edge of a thread. And Man City are going to be vying for the title. I'm going to go. You see, 4-2 looks nice on that one as well, doesn't it? Well, should we go? Should we say that City are going to unleash the shackles for the final match? Should we say 4-1? Forest versus Bournemouth. Forest are going to be looking over the shoulder just to make sure that they're still ahead of Tottenham by this point. Bournemouth is still going to be trying to scrape for Europe though. Oh, 2-2. Leeds got a 2-2 draw. Well, they've got 2 2-2 draws with Bournemouth. So, and Leeds and Forest are quite close in the league. So, yeah, 2-2. Spuds Everton. Everton is oh god. So Tottenham are going to be fighting for their lives at this point. De Zerbi will have had the maximum amount of time to implement his ideas at this point. But Everton could be trying to chase Europe, which would be huge for Everton because they haven't had that much European competition in recent seasons. Oh, that could be a nail biter. I'm gonna go 3-2 to Everton, and then I actually think Leeds could beat West Ham on the final day. So again, could be lots of goals. So let's go 3-2 in that one as well. So let's have a look here, folks. Oh, Man City get the title on the final day. Ooh, with a 2-point gap. It's very, very close. 2-goal gap as well. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's close as buggery, isn't it? Isn't that strange? 26, 25. Oh, no, they got the extra. No, it is right. Yeah, something didn't look right then for a second. So who's getting all the other European bits and bobbles? Oh God, look at all this. So Manua dropped down a place to 4th. Liverpool somehow get themselves up there. They've got it on bloody goal difference and all, haven't they? Oh God, just a 2-goal difference. Ouch. So Manua get 4th, Villa 5th, Brighton and Fulham. My God, they've scraped into it. Wow, so I'm just narrowly missing out. You've got the likes of Bournemouth, Brentford and Everton making up the rest of the top half there. Look at Leeds! I mean, there might be a bit of Leedsy bias in all of this, but Leeds would finish on 50 points, which would be absolutely remarkable. Great season if we finish on that. I'm not going to grumble. Sunderland 11th, Chelsea drop all the way down to 12th. Bloody hellfire. That's what having 5 or 6 games under Resenia does to you. Leeds actually creeping their way ahead of Palace. Forest creep their way ahead of Newcastle. Oh, look at this! Oh, it's happened. It's happened. So Newcastle actually drop a place, Forest go up a place. West Ham stay ahead of Tottenham Hotspur by the equivalent of a win. Wow. Tottenham would go down on a shite 35 points. West Ham surviving on 38 is pretty poor. You know, anything less than 40 points, I mean, they've literally survived with a point per game, haven't they, there, which is kind of ironic. But 35, that's not good, is it? It's not good. Well, there we have it, folks. So I'll leave it there. But that would be the final Premier League table if my predictions all come in correctly. So big thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that one. Just a bit of fun as much as that, really. But yep, on the way out, do please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content. And do please like and out the video. It all really helps. I really want the channel to get boosted a bit here and you know, start pulling in the views and the subscribers. You know, some of the other football content that I watch, I don't think that my content's that bad. You know, when I compare it, like, I'm not saying that it's world-beating content, but I don't think it's so bad. So yeah, do please do all that good stuff. I really do appreciate all the support. So yeah, I'll leave it there, folks. In the meantime, have a good one. See you next time. Bye for now.